Hi guys, if you read the title of this video then you will know that it is about a video that I wanted to make. I mentioned it last video actually in my December movie Iceberg. Why is this audio still so high? I wanted to mention it in my there we go. So today I'm going to be ranking the Saw traps throughout the whole Saw franchise, and I'm going to be deciding which ones I can survive and why. Once again, I have used a tier list for this video. This one was on Tier Maker instead of the Iceberg Maker. However, it's still the same concept. There are different tiers for different categories. Let's go through them real quick. The bottom one, you call that a test. This one is basically saying, I can survive this. I've got the will to live. I can survive this if I just listen to Jigsaw. So this one I changed. I named it Surviving on Pure Luck. So this one could be based on another person's success or failure in a certain test in order for me to survive. I keep looking up there, I'm sorry. I'll look at you. Forever Scarred. This one, I think that I could possibly survive, but if I do, it will mess me up for the rest of my life. It could be mentally or physically. Kill me now. This one, I will not be able to survive. I just want out. No, I don't want to put myself through this. Take me out now. And last one, game over. This one basically says, this one is impossible. Nobody can survive this. This could either be due to Jigsaw's manipulation during the games, for example, Amanda or Hoffman tampering with the trap in a way to make it unsurvivable. Without further ado, let's get started. Bathroom trap from Saw 1. This trap was the starter trap of the whole series, where Adam and Gordon are stuck in a room. Gordon needs to kill Adam in order to save his family. This one, right. I put this on Surviving on Pure Luck because if I was Adam, I would probably not survive. Do I really think a stranger is going to choose me over their family? No. They're going to try and kill me in a way. However, if I was Gordon, again, stranger or family, my family obviously. Gordon survived his trap and escaped by sawing off his foot. But Adam could do that too, however he didn't. But if you were Gordon, you probably would try and kill the other person to save your family. You have more of a chance of surviving because you're not Adam. The razor wire maze from Saw 1 also. He had to crawl his way through this tunnel of razors. It was absolutely horrendous. I'm going to put that in Kill Me Now because there's no way I could survive that. There's no way I want to endure that because it just seems too painful, way too impossible. No, absolutely not. Flammable jelly, Saw from Saw 1. So this one I also put in Kill Me Now because the combination on the wall thing, I would just immediately accept my fate and be like, nope, I'm dying today. There is no way. Also, I hate broken glass and the thought of stepping on it. So next we have the reverse bear trap. This one is where you are strapped into a reverse bear trap that's put on your head and you are told to kill somebody or cut open their stomach to get the key. I feel like I could survive this. However, I would be forever scarred because I just killed someone. Well, I wasn't responsible for it. It was the only way I could survive. So I would be forever scarred, for sure. Just like Amanda. I would be so mentally gone. The drill chair Saw. You didn't really know what the guy had to do in order to survive his trap. All you know is that he was strapped into a chair with 2 drills, or is it 1 drill? I can't remember, aimed at his head. However, Sing and Tap come in and they save him by shooting the trap, but the original goal was to find a key in a ton of keys and find the right one to open the trap. There was like 100 keys there. Either I could survive by them entering the right key on very, very good luck, or them shooting the trap, because if they didn't come into the room, I would die. But then again, I don't know what they were asking him to do. Shotgun hallway from Saw 1. I also put this on Surviving on Pure Luck because it's just a spur of the moment kind of thing. If you can notice that tripwire on the ground, then you win. You don't die, you don't get your head blown off. If you paid close attention to where Jigsaw jumps over it and then you get suspicious, you would probably be, well, he's probably avoiding one of his traps, but pure luck for this one. There's no way, you weren't assigned with anything, it was just, you were in the middle of a chase scene and it just, fate decides it for you. Zepp's test Again, this was the man who was assigned to kill Gordon if Gordon didn't kill Adam, and kill his family as well. So again, scarred for life, because killing people, killing a family for your own survival, that's nothing anybody wants to go through. That's absolutely awful. Nobody wants to do that. So I don't get how you would be mentally okay after that. Okay, finally we're moving on to Saw 2, and the first one is Death Mask, and I put that in Forever Scarred. Now, I hate anything to do with eyes. His task was to dig a key from behind his eye socket with a serrated blade. I hate eyes, hate anything to do with eyes, but I would rather cut my eye out than die. I know that it takes a lot of willpower and strength to do that, but I think I've got it in me. I think that I can genuinely do that if somebody forced me to. Electrified Staircase from Saw 2. So this one is where the cops go into Jigsaw's lair, or the nerve gas house, and they trip back and they fall upon some wired walls and then they get electrocuted. You have no clue that these walls are wired. You have no idea that they will electrocute you if you touch them. So again, matter of pure luck, because if you decide to touch the wall, you're done for, but if you don't, you're fine. Nerve gas house from Saw 2. So this is the one where you wake up in this huge house and there are a series of tests you have to go through in order to get the antidote and survive. This one I also put in surviving on pure luck, because it depends on the people around you. If you were surrounded by a bunch of Xaviers, you would probably die. But if you were surrounded by a bunch of Daniels and Jonases, you would probably survive, because they are trying to band together and work as a team. But Xavier was trying to be a lone wolf and go off on his own, and then he eventually goes insane. So this trap is basically all about teamwork. Next is the Fireplace from Saw 2. Now, I put that one in You Call That a Test. Hear me out. This is because as soon as you turn back, you can see the devil with the twist wire. And in the tape, Jigsaw says, when you're in hell, only the devil can help you out. You immediately know twisting that little knob thing will... twisting that handle will get you out, because Jigsaw doesn't really lie. That is a huge lie. That I don't get how Obby didn't see that. I feel like I would notice that. I might get a little burn, but I think I'd survive. Needle pit. Oh, kill me now. I hate needles with every fibre of my being. There is no way you could ever make me do that unless you kill me in. I would just want to die in that moment. I would immediately start crawling out and be like, I'm sorry, I can't do it. No way. I can cut my eye open, but I can't go in a pit full of needles. Razor box, Saw 2. Right, I put this one in You Call That a Test because Alison didn't listen to her tape. If she listened to her tape and she saw that the keys were on the other side, and whatever task she had to do, she would probably survive, or she would try to survive anyway. If she played her tape, I feel like that she would have more of a chance of surviving, definitely, instead of just sticking her hands in there. I know that she was dizzy and like dazed and loopy from the nerve gas. However, if I'm that, I'd be way too cautious even if I was like discombobulated in the brain. So I'd be way too scared to just put my hands up in there, especially after seeing what they are, Jesus. And I wouldn't go in there with a second hand if I spilt the solution. That's like common sense, I fear. Okay, we're moving on to Saw 3, and first we have the classroom trap. So this is the one where Troy wakes up in a classroom with a bunch of chains fastened into his skin. Kill me now. Absolutely kill me now, because there is no way anybody could survive ripping out the jaw. I based this one on what it would be like if this trap was survivable, however it's not because the door was welded shut. But I'm cancelling that out for now. I'm just including the chains. So what I'm saying is, even the tiny chains, I probably couldn't rip those out. I'd be like throwing up everywhere and crying and sobbing and yeah, no. The angel trap from Saw 3, right, this is the first one to go in game over, purely because it's unwinnable. Amanda made it unwinnable, and even though Carrie passed, even though she stuck her hand into the acid to get the key before it dissolved and she unlocked herself, it would not let her go. So even if I were to do that, it would not let me go and I would still die. So it's an unfair, unbeatable trap. Next we have the shotgun collar. I'm also going to put that in game over because it's also an unwinnable game. If Amanda didn't read that note that Hoffman wrote to her, demanding that she kill Lynn, I would survive. But she did, and she did kill Lynn, so in the end the whole trap was unsurvivable, and Jeff was an idiot by not really paying attention to what she had to say and just straight up killing Jigsaw and making the trap go off. Now that I think about it, I might put this in surviving on pure luck, because again, it's based on who you're surrounded by. Like, if your husband wasn't a total asshole, and if he wasn't super slow and everything, you might have a better chance at winning, but from what we know, you can't win. Frozen Room from Saw 3. Based on people. Surviving on pure luck, I'd say. If it wasn't Jeff, if it was literally anybody else, I think you'd survive. Since Jeff is just so slow and frustrating, she died. So, but if someone were to literally just reach their hand in there, get the key out, get me out, and then I'd be fine. Pig Vat from Saw 3. I would be forever scarred from this. If I were buried in a mountain of pig mush. And the thing is, the person who is saving you doesn't even have to go through any physical pain, only mental pain. I think mental pain can sometimes be easier to cope than physical pain, but it depends on the person. In Jeff's case, he does it even though he is extremely slow, so that means anybody could do it. So I feel like I would survive, but I would be forever scarred. The Rack. Oof. Kill me now. I cannot stand cracking bones. I cannot stand breaking bones, splintering them, twisting limbs. That must be like one of the most torturous traps I've ever seen in this franchise. No, I would want to die right then and there. I'd be like, take that shotgun out and shoot me in the face. I cannot go through another second of this crap. Amanda's Test from Saw 3. This one was pretty confusing, but I think I'm going to put that in You Call That a Test. However, I'm not Amanda. This is a hard one, because Amanda was practically forced to kill Lynn because Hoffman sent her that note saying if she doesn't, then he will tell Jigsaw about all of the unwinnable traps. But if it were me, I would probably survive because I wouldn't have the courage to kill somebody. Jeff's final test from Saw 3. I'm going to also put that in You Call That a Test because, again, it's the way my mind works. I can't kill somebody, even if they set up this whole thing. I would listen to him because he knows the only way out. He is the only person, apart from Amanda who's already dead, but he is the only person I would get information from. Even if it's false information, it's information, and I would at least try to get out of it. And if I fail, I probably will kill him because he did this to me and my family. Anyways, moving on to Saw 4. Ooh, the mausoleum trap. Surviving on pure luck. If you were the one who got your eyes sewn shut, you would probably die, but if you were the one who got your lips sewn shut, you would probably live. You have more of an understanding of what's going on if you can actually see, but if you can't talk, the guy will not know where you are. You can sneak upon him just like Art Blank did and kill him, even though I stress the fact that I do not ever want to kill anybody no matter what situation I'm in, but if it was for my or some other person in my family's survival, I would. Am I allowed to even say this stuff? Am I gonna get like hate? I really hope I don't get hate. Scalping Seat, Saw 4. Ooh, this one is difficult. I'm going to put that in Surviving on pure luck. It depends how strong your opponent is. If you were in the scalping seat and you were ordered to kill the person who saved you, it's just going to be a fight. It's just going to turn out into a brawl, and brawls, nobody can ever determine who wins them. So yeah, pure luck. I know you're armed with a knife, but I mean, Rick still ended up overpowering Brenda in the end, didn't he? The bedroom trap from Saw 4. I would be forever scarred. The objective is to stab both of your eyes to avoid being drawn and quartered. I feel like because it's a quick stab and it's over with, I could do this, but I would be forever scarred. I would be forever blind, but I feel like it would be worth it because all you have to do is press buttons. You just need to have the willpower to do it. It's like ripping off a very, very painful bandage. You just press them both at the same time, go through with it, and then scar yourself for life. I know that Ivan didn't have the power to do that. Good. I think I could do it, but even though I really, really, really don't want to, because again, I hate eyes. Hate everything to do with eyes. My throat is so dry. How long have I been recording? 28 minutes. The spike trap from Saw 4. I am going to put that in Forever Scarred. If I had to live with an abusive husband who abused me and my child, I would choose my child over him, definitely. If they are through non-vital parts in my body, but in vital parts in his body, I would survive just like she did, but it would be an absolute pain to go through. I feel like I could do it. Explosive puppet, right. Okay, this one wasn't even really a test. Lindsay couldn't hear what the puppet was saying, so she leaned closer. So the objective was to not lean closer. And she survived anyway. I don't really think that's a test. That's just more like epic prank, bro. The knife chair from Saw 4. Nah, kill me now. I can't with face stuff. If I had to press my face in a bunch of knives to survive, I'd rather die. That would hurt so bad. Nah. Spine cutters. Okay, so I didn't really see what this one did. I think it was some kind of bomb. I can't remember fully, I'm sorry, but I'd be like, you call that a test. All I have to make sure is that the person doesn't come through the door before the timer runs out. So Art Blank failed to keep Rig out of the room before the timer ran out, but I would just barricade the door with literally anything and everything I could, including myself. Ice block trap from Saw 4. I would be saying surviving on pure luck. It depends if the person finishes on time or not. It depends if the person finishes before the timer's up. If they finish before the timer's up, then I lose. If they finish afterwards, then I win. No, I can't do anything about it. I'm literally restrained. Because Eric Matthews was literally trying his hardest to keep Rig out of the room by literally shooting at the door. So I feel like I could pass that.